The universe has mostly and usually been something that we humans couldn't comprehend. Is our universe the only one? Are we the only ones in the universe? I mean, it's so vast. Probably the chances are not. Welcome to Watch Now, and today we'll be looking at some of the most mind-blowing facts about the universe. Being so vast and huge and extending for about 93 billion light years, and that is until where our knowledge takes us. The universe is still ever expanding. There are more stars in the universe than grains of sand on Earth. If you take your time to count them, that is. Not everyone gets to explore the universe. Only the highly intelligent, intellectual people from NASA get to. A full NASA space suit costs about $12 million. That's more than what we can even imagine. Every year, our moon is drifting away from Earth by 3.8 centimeters. Scientists do believe that eventually the moon will move out of the field of Earth's gravity. But don't worry, it won't happen for another billion years or so. About 1 million Earths could fit inside the sun, and also the sunset on Mars appears to be blue. Fun fact, did you know that there is a floating water in space? Astronomers have found a massive water vapor cloud which holds about 140 trillion times the mass of water in the Earth's ocean. And this is somewhere around 10 billion light years away from Earth. One of the greatest minds, Albert Einstein, was the first person to predict the existence of black holes back in 1960 with his general theory of relativity, in which he also showed that gravity is a function of four-dimensional space and time, and that space is curved. The theorem of black holes was first proposed in the year 1971 that claimed that it was impossible for a black hole to decrease in size over time. The theorem was based on Einstein's theory of relativity that defined gravitational waves in black holes. The first ever picture of a black hole was taken in April 2019, which shows a halo of dust and gas, which is about 50 million light years away from the Earth. It was photographed by a network of 8 telescopes across the world. Its magnitude is 3 million times of that of Earth, but the closest black hole to our Earth is about 1,500 light years away. Vast it is, we are only able to see 5% of what our universe consists of. To gain a deeper understanding of the universe, we need to study structures which are even smaller than the atom. This is more of a hypothetical theory than a fact, but several branches of mathematics, quantum mechanics, and astrophysics have all come to similar conclusions, that our universe is just one of many universes, and that we actually exist in a multiverse. There are different concepts of how this could be one of them, being the concept of atoms only capable of being arranged in a finite number of ways in time and space, ultimately leading to the repetition of events and people. Other theories propose parallel universes, however just out of reach of the dimensions we experience. Although these concepts seem pretty far-fetched, they seem to be the most befitting solutions to all the questions arising by the discovery of how the universe works. When you look into the night sky, you are actually looking back in time, because the time it takes for light from these objects to reach Earth sets them off for years, decades, or even millennia earlier. So we are actually looking back in time. Okay, let's take an example. If there is an alien planet like about 100 million light years away from us and they have a very powerful telescope, they can see the dinosaurs that existed at that time. Amazing, right? That is because the light from our Earth has been traveling for about 100 million years, so they can see the dinosaurs. This is only possible because of the finite speed of light. The James Webb telescope, a very powerful telescope, it will be able to see what the universe looked like around 250 million years, possibly at least back to 100 million years, after the Big Bang when the first stars and galaxies started to form. So, is it possible to travel in time? Well, scientists say theoretically yes, but it is a one-way ticket, which means you can travel to the future but not to the past. Is it true? Well, it is a hypothesis and we have yet to find out. Time is actually a relative factor, so is it possible to stop time? Yes, that is if you travel in the speed of light. But if you could travel in time, it would truly be a groundbreaking discovery. But apart from that, we have so many underlying questions, like whether there is extraterrestrial life, is there another planet like Earth, the concepts of dark matter, energy, and lastly, what was the beginning? Make sure to tell us your thoughts down below in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe, turn on the bell notifications, and like this video.